West Ham 1, Manchester United 1, and oh man, the disappointment, fam, I'm telling you, because the result is not even that bad a result, yeah, given what happened in the Chelsea game, innit? The objective is still the same at Man United. It's top 4, innit? That's what it is, Champions League football. But boy, this performance today, yeah, it's going to be blown massively out of proportion, yeah, because of one flipping mistake, bro. One mistake. Because the funny thing is, people are saying, oh, Rants, when it was 1-0 down and people thought we were going to lose, they're like, oh, Rants, do you still believe in Carrick, this, that, and the other? Like, this performance had anything to do with Michael Carrick today, bro. This had nothing to do with Michael Carrick today, bro. And it's funny how quickly, yeah, people are ready to try and throw man under the bus, yeah, when we was losing every week with this bum Ruben Amorim and they was defending him. And then we win 4 games in a row and we look like we're about to lose, and all of a sudden man are doing up these questions, bro. Man was so quick to switch up. The manager stylistically, yeah, set us up in a way to win the game. Pick the team that's always been winning. It's always cool after the fact to say, yo, the manager should have started this player, should have started that player. No, bro. Like, you don't change winning teams, bro. You just don't, innit? So as much as man can say, oh, cool, we should have started Xerxes or Sesko up front and not started Mbumo down the middle. That sounds cute in theory, but the reality is we've just won 4 games in a row. If it's not broken, you don't really fix it. The only thing that man could say is maybe the changes we could have made earlier. That's it. But none of this was on the manager today. However, football, yeah, is a game of momentum and it's a game of fine margins, bro. And I've given Luke Shaw a lot of credit for the performances that he's put in recent times. I think last game as well, like, I gave him praise. I thought he was good against Spurs, bro. But today, yeah,
that shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Luke Shaw cost us the game today. He cost us the game today, bro. Like, there's no 2 ways about it, bruv. Because West Ham didn't create nothing. They had nothing. The ball's bounced. Just head the ball away. That's it. This brother, for the life of me, he tries to let the ball go over his shoulder. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Because he has a player up against him. I think it was, what's his fucking name? Bowen. Like, just head the ball away. I don't know if he was trying to nudge him and let the ball go over his head or something, but brother, just head the ball away and we don't concede. Not even head the ball away. Head the ball to your teammate, because I'm sure someone was there. Just head the ball and we don't concede. But you just, bruv, mad passive, like. You're meant to be a fucking defender. Super passive. And just from being in control, we're 1-0 down against a team that didn't come to play football today. They didn't come to play. The reason why the game was frustrating for us is because West Ham came to spoil the game today. All they did was come to just disrupt anything that we were doing. These guys didn't really want the ball. They just wanted to stop us from really creating anything. And the funny thing is, yeah, if we don't concede that shitty goal, yeah, we win that game comfortably today. That's what happens, because we score the first goal and then all of a sudden it ends up being 3-0. 2-3, 4-0, easy. Fine margins today. Casemiro, borderline offside, bruv. Man are drawing lines on knees and elbows and that, it was close. Xerxes header whistled past the post, close. Do you know what I'm saying? Ball cleared off the line, close. Luke Shaw shot cleared off the line by flipping Wan-Bissaka, who turns into flipping Paolo Maldini, Alessandro Nesta every time we play against West Ham. And Sesko, brilliant finish. Brilliant finish. Super fine margins today. Some people think Ahmad could have had a penalty. I think he went down a bit too soft. But there's contact. There's loads of different instances. Some people are saying, oh, they think it was a handball as well. I don't think it was a handball necessarily. But you've seen those given, bro. When you actually isolate the incidents in this game, yeah, West Ham didn't create nothing. They didn't look threatening. They never looked like scoring. We would have broken them down eventually, innit? We would have. And if that's a 1-0 winner at the death, that feels a lot different to a flipping 1-1 equaliser. And I believe we would have still approached the game the same way if it was 0-0. Carrick would have still made the attacking changes. He would have still put Xerxes and Sesko on. We still would have scored. So I don't believe the approach changed here from the fact that we were losing or not. I believe we would have gone and won the game. We would have gone and got the goal because that's just what we do. The last 3 games, yeah, we've got goals late in games, bro. The last 3 games, we've got goals late because we don't stop playing, bro. And that's the Man United I know, bro. I took a lot of positives from today. Barring the fucking mistake, yeah, from Luke Shaw, we win that game. Lenny Euro came off the bench and showed some amazing defending, elite defending, position-wise, IQ-wise, decision-making-wise. But he only had to do those things because we was chasing the game because we were 1-0 down. If we don't concede that goal, Lenny Euro doesn't have to make these challenges. He doesn't have to make them. But they're brilliant challenges and he got to show, yeah, he got to show his elite quality because if we concede the second goal, the game's done. The game is actually done. So people are going to now try and move the goalpost with the Carrick situation and say this was nothing to do with the manager today. The manager doesn't make Luke Shaw not head the ball away. And our attacking players, yeah, we've given them a lot of praise in previous games. We scored some absolute worldies, man. Do you know what I mean? Cunha scored a worldie against Arsenal. Dorgu did. Brian Mbeumo has been a constant source of goals for us today. Ahmad wasn't good today. He wasn't good today. And he's a player that, even when he hasn't necessarily been getting GA, his performance levels have been quite consistent. Today, I thought Diouf did really well against him. Really well. Even though we didn't get Ahmad on the ball enough, to be honest. And then in Mbeumo today, yeah, he got an assist today. And don't get me wrong, yeah, the finish from Sesko is exquisite, bro. Like, the crosses are all right cross, but to be honest, yeah, if Sesko doesn't finish it like that, yeah, like, it's about, what, waist height, knee height, the cross. It's not a great cross, but Sesko turns it into a good cross. And Mbeumo wasn't good today. And Mbeumo hasn't been good in the last 3 or 4 games. I've been real with you, man. Even though he scored goals, yeah, he's our Mo Salah. He's not going to give us consistently high-level performances, but he gets GA in it. So you just tolerate it. But he weren't good today. Cunha was quiet today, but I wouldn't have taken him off. I would have taken off Mbeumo or Ahmad and left Cunha on the left side. However, Cunha wasn't his usual menacing self today, bruv. Bruno today was atrocious on the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? And even off the ball, I felt like it's almost like he played higher up the pitch today. I don't know if that was a tactical thing or if he felt like he could hurt West Ham, so he was running a bit further forward. But against the deep block, because it was a deep block, like it was a park the bus, blood. Like it was that's the deepest block that you're gonna see us play against this season. He's not able to find the gaps in games like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the ability to kind of wriggle past players that Kobe has and stuff like that. So Bruno was almost completely ineffective today. So when you look at the players that have won us games previously or have helped our attack today, they weren't good. We can put that down to West Ham being very, very well organised. Nuno set them up really, really well. They were super frustrating. But also individually, like we had a counter-attack and Mbeumo's touch killed us and Ahmad was free on the wing. Like little things like that. There was just little things today that just wasn't going for us. But we still dug a fucking result out. And it's a great result now because Chelsea dropped points as well. 2-0 up at home against Leeds and they bottled it. Do you know what I mean? So we're still 4th in the league. Liverpool play tomorrow, and even if they win, they're still behind us. So this point was important. If we don't get this point today, I believe we're beneath Chelsea. We end up being 5th in the league, and we're a point closer to Liverpool. So people are going on like this ain't a good point, bro. In the circumstances, I think West Ham, I think they got 3 wins out of their last 5 games or something like that. I'm pretty sure. So they're in decent form as well. They were 2-0 up against Chelsea and they're at home fighting for their lives, bro. And they didn't come to play football today. So the fact that we still found a way, yeah, to leave with something, I'm proud of the performance today because we learned something else in this game, bro. Sometimes you learn a lot from losing. We learned that we need to fuck this Mbumo up front thing off unless we're playing against the bigger teams. Carrick, unfortunately, you're going to have to make a decision between Mbumo or Ahmad now. Unfortunately, because Sesko's got to start up front. He has to. He scored in the last 2 games. You have to start him. So you're going to have to make a decision between them two now. Do you know what I mean? It's been easy playing both of them and not having to make a choice. But now you have to make a choice because you need to play a striker now. You have to. And Sesko's forced your hand because he's bagged 2 very important goals. Do you know what I'm saying? So man's forced your hand now, my guy. You get it? So you got to play Benji in the next game. So let's just see, innit? What a fucking finish from Sesko, by the way. What a finish, bro. Like, that is how you finish, bro. See how the way he redirected that ball, yeah, into the goal. Even the goalkeeper, the West Ham goalkeeper, he couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? And I love the way that Benji celebrated as well, bro. Because it's a big goal, yeah? Amazing confidence, but he kind of smiled and that. Do you know what I mean? But he's like, fuck it, we didn't win. And, it, you know what I'm saying? The celebration was a bit tame, and that's what I like, bro. Good mentality. We showed great mentality today, bro. I can't find many negatives from today's game, bro. Like, a lot of people are getting so carried away about that you cutting his hair, yeah, that we're still 4 wins and a draw in 5 games. We're still undefeated. We're still in the top 4 race. We're still on course for finishing in the Champions League place. We still played good football today. Even though they were stubborn to break down, there was still some beautiful passages of play. Carrick ball is still well and truly alive, bruv. Because at 1-0 down, man were chatting shit, Rants, are you still sure about Carrick? Like you never saw the football we was playing at times. The way we was beating the press and opening these, bruv, no diddy we were opening them up. But all of a sudden that all goes out the window, yeah, because of one unfavourable result. Do me a fucking favour, bro. You know what I mean? People need to get a life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to win every single game. But this draw, we learned so much about these players, bro, in this draw, blood, because they showed character and they keep fighting, bro. Like I said, Arsenal, Fulham, and now West Ham. Late goals, bro. These men don't give up. You know what I mean? They showed great character and we keep it fucking moving, blood. Do you know what I mean? Next game, I think we got Everton or something like that. After the break, we've got a break. I don't know if it's home or away, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? And we go back to winning ways and we just keep it moving, bro. But man's not having this revisionism or man trying to be negative for the sake of being negative. There was still a lot of positives to take away from this game.